What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and once again, we hit another YouTube entry of the day, which is really nice, building a little bit of a hot streak going on, honestly, here on this YouTube channel. We're now 4 for 4, so 4 days straight of cashing on the YouTube channel. Honestly, that is a hot streak. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's honestly a hot streak for the free plays on YouTube, and yeah, I think Monday we hit a Counter-Strike 2-man, Tuesday we hit NBA plus League of Legends, Wednesday same thing, NBA League of Legends, and then Thursday, which was yesterday, hit this Counter-Strike 2-man. And then today I do have NBA League of Legends again. So same thing that we cashed on Tuesday and Wednesday. Going to do it again today. And yeah, we'll try to go 5 for 5. I don't know if we've ever gone 5 days straight on this YouTube channel cashing every day. And I always talk about, my favorite entries to hit are the free plays because I get to give back to you guys who are just like, you guys support me every day. You guys watch me every day. You guys are able to tail my bets, put money on bets every single day. And yeah, that's always fun to see. I will say today, I'd honestly like to hit a 4-man though. I can't lie. I'd like to maybe sacrifice hitting the YouTube play for a 4-man. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Yesterday we have another handful of 3 out of 4s, which is just, it's hard to believe at this point, but it's happening. It keeps happening. It's hard when you have setups. Like we had this setup. We also had this soccer one set up, and you get hopeful. Honestly, you're like, hey, maybe this is going to be the one that goes 4 out of 4 and doesn't go 3 out of 4. But unfortunately, what can you do? We just see another handful of 3 out of 4s, and I talked about it yesterday. Like, this not hitting, it's like, what can you do, right? Because you go, over here and this League of Legends play hits, or you go down here and this League of Legends play hits. So, these league plays, like, they're for sure correlated, and just sometimes these guys are going to outperform, which is unfortunate. But yeah, another 3 out of 4s. I guess the bright side is we have 2 setups going into tonight. So, if this were mid-February and we had 2 setups, I would be like, oh, it's extremely confident that both of these are going to hit, and we're just, nothing's missing. But going based on how things have been going, it's like both of these are probably going to go 3 out of 4, and it's just going to be heartbreaking. But honestly, who knows what'll happen? At the end of the day, I'm confident. These 4 out of 4s are going to start falling at some point. It's like, it's just crazy. So many of them have gone 3 out of 4, which I've been going over the past week. But overall, we do have another 2 setups, which is really all we can do. These are correlated, Call of Duty correlation, and then we do have Valorant correlation here. We had a 4 out of 4 last week. That was that Call of Duty ended up sending us home. But we'll see. And then Sleeper, we do hit a Sleeper play too. Sleeper's kind of like a quiet killer, which is nice to see there. We just kind of like slowly build out Sleeper entries, and yeah, eventually, we slowly make money on Sleeper. Probably send out like 2-3 entries a day on Sleeper. So it is a kind of a big part of the VIP, but I don't really talk about it much because we just slowly hit entries on Sleeper, and I know we'll slowly make profit on Sleeper because they send out like 3 to 4 picks on sales a day, which is kind of crazy. But just to show you guys again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I tweeted this yesterday. I kind of made this like graphic, and yeah, this is the past 3 days, and actually one of them is actually missing because we did another 3 out of 4 later in the day that I didn't add to this graphic here. But yeah, we've had like 9 or 10 3 out of 4s over the past 3 days, and if you look further than 3 days, we've also gotten extremely unlucky with a lot of unfortunate circumstances. So I don't know what's out to get us, but something's out to get us, and eventually it'll go away. But it's been crazy. It has been very crazy. It's unexplainable. But honestly, what's crazy about it is we're staying afloat. Like, we're honestly staying afloat. If any of these hits, we instantly go up like 6-7 units on the day, and that's what we've done historically over the past 10-11 months, right? Because we normally hit one of these like every day, if not every other day. And that's how we are so profitable. So before I get into the pick today, I do want to say the app I'm going to be promoting is Better. All you guys have to do is sign up for Better, put $10 into the app, and then take a $10 entry. I got a lot of feedback on Wanna Parlay that there's just not enough states available. So Better is available in states like Arizona, states like a lot of the East Coast, which I know Wanna was not available in. And yeah, Better is going to be the app that I'm promoting, at least for now. We'll see what we're going to be working with. And then I am getting this question a lot of like, what's the new what other apps can I sign up for to get free months of the VIP? A lot of you guys signed up for PRIZEPICKS back in like February and stuff like that. And some of you guys' subscriptions are now running out, and you guys want to sign up for another app and get more free months, which is available. So first and foremost, you can sign up for Better, and then there's going to be a ton of apps in the description of this video. So there's like Underdog Fantasy, there's Chalkboard, there's Sleeper like I talked about today, there's Bovada. What else do we have? Yeah, maybe a couple other apps I'm forgetting now, but there's a lot of apps in the description, and all those apps you can sign up for, get an additional month, get an additional 2 months, whatever it is. But today, the promo is going to be texting me the word better to get 2 months of my VIP. So a lot of those other apps will just get you 1 month. Better will get you 2 months of the VIP here. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into the actual play of the day. So I'm going to start with Pobelter, but we got Pobelter and Davion Mitchell right here on the Heat. So Heat and Hawks are playing tonight. Pobelter, let's go ahead and run through this pick and why I like it. So he is one of those guys that his team wins a lot. This NA team that he's on, this NA team, they are a winning team, but he does not play a very kill-heavy pool of champions. So the guys who he plays do not get many kills. And, you guys can see that he only averages 3.7 kills per game, which means he should, on average, get, let's just round it up to 7.5 kills, and his line is at 9 right now. So he does have one game that he got 9 kills. One game alone that he got 9 kills. But if you take that game out of the pool, then he only averages 3.11 kills. And that is that if you take out that 9-kill game that he had just the other day, but that would then take the total down to 6.2 kills. So any way you swing it, if you leave that 9-kill total in the average, if you take it away, he is well under this line at 9. So I think, if anything, he probably gets 7, 8, or 9 kills. So this does have push potential to push at 9. So if he bumps down to 8.5, just know you're taking the risk of, if we get it at 9 and you take it at 8.5, he definitely could push at 9 here, and we might get a 1.5x, and some people might miss it if you do get it at 8.5. I will say at 8.5, I still like it. Maybe put half a unit on it, but it's not like the best play ever at 8.5. I'll be honest. And then Davion Mitchell. Really like this play for the Heat, and I do want to go to Outlier and kind of explain why I like this play so much. So this is a tool that I use. I don't promote it much. It's just it's not a tool that I bet everything on just based off of the last 10 or 5 games these guys have. But it is a very helpful tool, especially finding some of these NBA plays. So I like his points plus assist. I forgot to mention that points plus assist. I do also like his assists, and I also like his points, but I like his points plus assist just because you're getting the combination of the two. So what I really want to look at here is the head-to-head games. So you don't have to focus on these because he was on a different team. He was actually on the Raptors here. But if we focus on these last 3 games against the Hawks, okay? This game right here, the Hawks won, right? The Hawks win versus the Heat. And Mitchell only plays 24 minutes in this game, okay? And then they play 2 days later. So 2 days later, this was the 24th of February. This was the 26th of February. They play 2 days later. Mitchell ends up playing, 13, 14 minutes more in this game. He gets 26 points plus assists, and they end up winning this game by 23 or 22 points right here. So they go from losing a game to winning a game with Mitchell on the team, and then they play one more time about a month later in the end of March right here. Mitchell gets 22 points plus assists. He plays, let's just call it 36 minutes, and they end up winning again by 10 points. So this is a kind of big winning game right here for the Heat. The Heat need to win this game. And it's the playoffs, for example, and versus the Hawks, he is one of those guys that is going to maybe turn the tables of this game right here. He's also very good at defending Trae Young. Okay, so if you have a very good guy on defense, you're going to want to keep him in this game a lot. And if we go to his last 10 games, we can honestly kind of filter out these 2 games right here because first of all, this was a blowout by 40 points. This again was I think a game where they just kind of rested their guys. He only played 20 minutes here versus the Wizards, and they lost. I'm just going to say they rested their guys. So he did miss here, but he only played 20 minutes, right? He played 20 minutes in both of these games. Every other time that he plays over 33 minutes, he does hit, right? This is the only game he doesn't hit versus 76ers. But I'm expecting him to play, I would say, more than 35 minutes. If he plays more than 35 minutes tonight, I'm pretty happy about that, and I think that he has a really good chance of hitting. I will also say this game that he played against this game right here, he played the most minutes out of all the players on his team. So he gets a lot of minutes, you guys, especially against the Hawks, right? Again, I was kind of tracking last game he played, how many minutes he was going to play. He did end up playing 33. I do think he probably plays more minutes tonight because I think it's going to be a closer game, you guys. The spread on this game is -1, so it should be a very, very close game. Maybe there's some free throws at the end of the game that he gets to take. That's why I do like his points over his just assists, or I like his points plus assists because They do have a really good team. They have a lot of shooters, and I think he's going to have a lot of assist opportunities. He's going to have a lot of points opportunities. So that's why I'm going with Mitchell. Kind of explained that for a while there, but really do like his points plus assists. Again, if it bumps to 17, it's still takeable, but I do like it a lot more at 6.5. His assist line at 6 is also a pretty attractive line there too. So this is what I'm going with today. Hopefully we can go ahead and cash another one that would go 5 for 5 this week, which would be pretty big. So again, if you want to get into my VIP, you can sign up for Better by texting me the word Better to my number right here on the screen. You can also sign up for all of those apps in the description and get additional free months. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.